in the alley.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
The losing streak can take on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this, up to the 41-yard line.
The Seahawk ball carrier.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Complete to Travis Kelce.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Complete, the tight end, Kelce. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 14.
And the Seahawks first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. They'll try and run it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They hand off to their big tight end. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Washington 6. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
On first down, here's Love. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
At the 39-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Washington.
Called that a very strong gain of 24.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Rivers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryce Love with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And Washington has retaken the lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Seahawks 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. And this one is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Seahawks.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 7. Wilson to Evans on the slant. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Wilson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. He's got it. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
You circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They run for it with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Makes the score Seahawks 14. Washington 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Round 80. Left. Load it. Hey, 1 set.
3rd and long for Rivers. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here comes Reed. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Wilson on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third.
Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Rivers to throw this time. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Oh, the return is Reed. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
At the 45-yard line.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
Wilson.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
On the carry.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Rivers.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts
As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air again here, Rivers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll throw again. Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
Rivers pass intercepted by the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. After the interception, here's Wilson. Able to get this to Gordon. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Running to start the drive is Love. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On play action, Rivers slings this deep from McLaurin. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Washington.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot and see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Love. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Watch safety 3.
On the carry, it's Love. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Bryce Love, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and
Rivers on 3rd and 2. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Tyrell Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington has once again taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Matt Ioannidis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
Tackle made at the 20.
Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This is brought in at the 21. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Switch, switch, switch. Hey, watch it, watch it.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Hey, easy, easy. Hey, alert 3. Alpha! Switch it, please, switch it. Check the hot read.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Darrell Taylor. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Rivers to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Seahawks will take over at their own 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
This is taken at the 15. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the side.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And this is caught at the 8. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the Seahawks first down.
They run it with Carson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. They run again with Carson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
A gain of 4.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw it for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Seattle.
Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th.
For Seattle.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing Rivers. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Rivers. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that'll be incomplete. Rivers took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Washington on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
The tackle made at the 24.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Dancing to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Evans has it left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So decision time now because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Check 52. Hey, Delta! Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. Watch the eye.
This is Love. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
KJ
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
At the 39-yard line.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Right there. 54.
From the 39, Rivers. He'll look underneath here for Love. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
They'll run on 1st down. Love. The tackle made by KJ Wright.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check. Check. Easy. Easy. Check. Let's go.
Here's Love again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
3rd and 7.
Easy. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Now Rivers. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They show run with 3 times. So the victory here for Seattle.